and welcome to the F1 to Christmas series. It's where we're going to get in the festive mood with all of the latest regarding the motorsport world, but they're going to be Christmas related things with related things for the year, should we say. We're going to be celebrating Christmas with Formula One and see how they do it, what they do to celebrate Christmas and what they do to have this time on. All of this is going to be the Formula 1 to Christmas series, which will be released from the 1st of December all the way up until the 24th of December. Every single day a new video will be released on YouTube regarding how Formula 1 drivers celebrate Christmas. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and F1 to Christmas episode 4. Wow, time's flying by. Episode 1 was a brilliant episode. All of them have been really good episodes and have absolutely loved doing them, which is really cool, and I hope that you've enjoyed watching them too. But in today's episode we are going to be breaking down and reacting to the provisional 2021 Formula 1 calendar. It's set to be a 23 round year with 2 triple headers, one at the end of the European season and the first ever flyaway triple header, which is going to be a logistical nightmare for the teams to get from country to country. So we're going to start off with the first round, which is the 21st of March, and it's Australia. Normally Australia, it will be this next year. We're going to be going to Albert Park in Melbourne for the Albert Park circuit. For the 2021 Rolex Australian Grand Prix, which always a brilliant way to open up the season. It's an early one here in the UK, but we wake up early for it, and it's well worth it. After the 28th of March, after the 21st of March, so we go to the 28th of March in Bahrain for the third race in Bahrain in 4 months. It's not been confirmed which circuit layout we will be using in Bahrain. It's either going to be the Grand Prix circuit or the outer circuit, which we're trialling this weekend. After Bahrain, so that's a double header actually, Australia and Bahrain. That's the first double header of the season. After that we have a 2-week break. We fly out to China in Shanghai. That's the 11th of April. China now. The Chinese Grand Prix was cancelled earlier in the year for you know why. Yeah, it's a bit of a different culture, China. Especially for racing, the fans, they come out in full force. It's always packed, the grandstands. Interestingly though, the Shanghai International Circuit isn't used that much, so it's not really rubbed in. It's only used about 3 or 4 times a year, so yeah, it's not much. One of them's for WEC, I think. Yeah, WEC go there. So after China, it's the 25th of April. That's to be decided yet though. We're looking at a possible return of Malaysia or Portimao or Mugello. I'd love to go to Portimao, make that a permanent round in the Formula 1 calendar. That would be amazing. As you know, we went there earlier in the year, part of the reconstructed 2020 calendar, and got to say, it provided some great racing. Bit of a dodgy pit lane exit and entrance, but you know, made it exciting. So after the to be decided round, we go to Spain, Barcelona, the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. That's the 9th of May. This is the first of the European rounds, saying that we don't get Portimao or Mugello on the TBD rounds at the moment. But you know, I'm not a massive fan of the Barcelona circuit. I prefer like Jerez or Motorland Aragon. I think they're quite good circuits. I know MotoGP use them, and they do provide some quite good racing. They're old school as well, so you haven't got to worry. Well, Aragon's not, but it's a modern circuit designed old school, so it's quite good. After Spain, we go to the formidable Circuit de Monte Carlo for the Monaco Grand Prix, and it's one that the drivers love. not so much the fans. They like it for its glamour and its fame and its party atmosphere, but in terms of the racing, it's not great because it's pretty much impossible to overtake at Monaco, and you get a lot of safety cars, a lot of crashes at Monaco, and you do spend half the race with Bernd Mayländer in the lead. So after we go to Monaco, which is the start of 3 street circuits in a row. Actually, the second street circuit will be Azerbaijan, Baku. Now, I love this race. It's got a mixed feeling about it. I personally think it's a great track. It's got every corner you could wish for, fast, slow, tight, wide, and it's got brilliant overtaking for a street circuit too. It punishes drivers if they go off, but it allows overtaking. So I think it's a really good circuit, and yeah, I know we got a bit of a boring race last year, but I do really like the circuit, and it has provided some brilliant races over the past 5 years. After Azerbaijan, we fly to America for the first time, or Canada, for Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Again, a service road circuit which isn't used permanently. But you know what? It's tight. Again, it's quite tight, but it provides overtaking again, and it's got that good like turn 1, turn 2 complex where you can overtake. And you can overtake into the hairpin as well, where we saw Robert Kubica have his very big accident. But yeah, do you know what? It's alright. It's not the best circuit on the calendar. It's not the worst, and it is one fans quite like. There's a lot of Ferrari fans in Canada, so they do get a lot of support when they go there. So after the 13th of June, we go to Le Castellet in France for the 27th of June, and I've never quite understood why we race at the Castellet and why we don't use Circuit Magny-Cours, which is for me a much better circuit. I like the layout of Paul Ricard, but they've ruined it with the runoff asphalt. I think it'd be much better with the old style grass gravel circuit rather than this modern safer circuit. I don't know, I'm all for going a bit more dangerous, making the racing more fun. I think most of us really are all for that, because I'm a bit sick and tired of all this track limits nonsense now. It's a bit like, well, if a driver goes off, he can take an advantage. He can do that 3 times in a race, you know. He can choose when he does it. Most of the time, they probably use their 3 warnings as an advantage to them, and they try to make up time on another driver. I'd like to see them go back to grass and gravel on most circuits. You know, we do have some circuits that put grass and gravel: Spa, Silverstone, Monza, Zandvoort now as well. And they all provide fantastic racing, because as soon as the drivers go off, like they're in the grass, they're in the gravel, they're stuck, they're in a crash barrier. The only modernised circuit that I really like that has got some asphalt runoff area is Bahrain. You know, as we saw at the weekend, you can still get scary accidents at a reasonably modern and safe circuit. It doesn't have a huge amount of runoff at Bahrain, but it has got that asphalt and it's got that gravel, and track limits isn't a huge problem at Bahrain because there is some gravel on the exit corners, which I kind of like the way they've done it in Bahrain. They've kind of got like a bit of gravel, then you see asphalt runoff area, but it's not too much asphalt. It's pretty much a couple of meters of gravel and then about 10-20 meters of asphalt and the tyre barrier. That's pretty much it. So after the Castellet, we go to one of my favourites, Spielberg. I love this circuit. It's absolutely brilliant. It's old school. It's provided brilliant racing every single time since we've been there, since it returned in 2014. Was it 2014? I think it returned. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, 2014 or 2015. I can't remember which it was. But even so, every year since we've been back there, we've not had a boring race at Spielberg. It's been incredible, just because of like the barriers. They're close to the circuit. It's fast, it's dangerous. Well, it's not like dangerous, but it's not like the safest circuit we go to. But it's definitely fast. Yeah, it's just a fantastic circuit overall. And then the next one's also one of my favourite events on the Formula 1 calendar. 18th of July, we go to Silverstone. It's a standout event on this list of names in front of me. It's a home race for Lewis. It's got so many fans go there. About 300,000 fans go there throughout the weekend. It really is amazing, and I've been fortunate enough to go to Silverstone on a Grand Prix weekend, and it's one of the best experiences you'll ever experience in your life. Whether you're a Formula 1 fan or not, it's one of those races that anyone can enjoy because the racing's superb. The entertainment also at Silverstone is superb, and it's just a really fun day out or weekend away. After Silverstone, we go to Hungary, Budapest. Circuit is not my favourite. It's alright. Like, it's okay, and I guess like it's grown on me over the years. I don't think we had a particularly interesting race there this year, but it's not been the worst race of 2020. It's been alright, and it's been okay, and it's provided some good races over the years, and we've had a bit of controversy there. My only thing is I wish that, like, on the main corners we had grass on the exit or some gravel or something, because on the fast corners like turn 4 they don't seem to have the grass and gravel anymore. They've taken it away and made it tarmac runoff, which is alright at a fast corner because the barriers are quite close at turn 4, and if you go off you are in them. But I just think it will make it that little bit more exciting if we had some grass and gravel down there. After that, Hungary on the 1st of August, we go on our traditional summer break. It will be in the summer this time, not in April. It's a 4-week summer break, and we come back on the 29th of August on the amazing Circuit Spa-Francorchamps, which is up there in Europe. It's up there in the world. It's fantastic, this circuit, and I'd love to drive it. Don't get me wrong. It looks formidable. It looks terrifying as well when you blast up Eau Rouge at 200 miles an hour down the Kemmel Straight and into the Calm. It's the only thing that ruins this circuit is the DRS on the Kemmel Straight. We don't need DRS on that straight. The slipstream's powerful enough down there, or the DRS should be at least moved back, because by the time you get to the Calm, they've already passed. So I think the DRS should be removed from there. And Belgium Spa is also the first race of our European triple header. We then after that go to the Temple of Speed, Monza. There's nothing to moan, nothing to complain about in this circuit. It's got absolutely everything that a motorsport fan, a racing driver could possibly even wish for. It's provided some brilliant wins over the years. Most importantly, and most recent, AlphaTauri winning with Pierre Gasly, which was one of the best races of 2020. It's up there with Turkey. After Monza, we go to the I missed one out actually. It's Zandvoort is before Monza on the 5th of September. So Zandvoort's on the 5th of September. The new banking corner at Hugenholtz and Arie Longstreif. I'm excited for this one. I want to see how it plans out, and it wasn't one in 2020, but hopefully we get it in 2021. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I've driven it on F1 2020, and it's a brilliant circuit, and can't really go wrong with it. Really, it's just it's old school. It punishes you if you go off. It's got that tight turn one, and the banking corners just make it incredible. That bank corner at Arie Longstreif is one of the best corners on the Formula 1 calendar. And after that, we go to Monza, as I said. And then on the 26th of September, it's my dreaded circuit. It's my least favourite circuit on the whole of this calendar. I don't know why we still go there, if I'm honest. Sochi. Yeah, you know I don't like asphalt runoff area, and this is just asphalt kingdom, and it's 90-degree corner kingdom. It's boring, really. It's a boring circuit, and okay, it's nice to go to Russia and race in Russia, but it seems like the design of this circuits and Hamon-Tilke has just like more worried about the facilities of this circuit. It's a bit like Yas Marina, really. It's got some good corners. It's got that fast turn 1, which I like, and then the turn 2. I don't know why we have that little kink after turn 2. I see that as a pretty pointless corner, which seems to cause some problems with track limits. I do like turn 3. It's a nice, long, fast, flat out corner, and then you've got that tricky braking zone into turn 4. That complex of corners is really, really good, and it runs quite well up until we get to the back straight. That ruins it for me, because you've got that tough braking zone that's pretty much impossible to get right on Formula 1 2020, where you're kind of turning and braking at the same time. Then it's just 90-degree corners, which is plain boring, really. You want to see Formula 1 cars put through their test, and I think everyone would agree with me on that. And then we go into the first flyaway triple header in history of Formula 1, 3rd of October, Singapore, and it's a fantastic event. You can't deny it. It provides great racing. It's a night race. It's just a really nice party atmosphere event. After that, we go to Suzuka, and it's one of the best tracks in Asia, or in the world. You know, like, you've got that fast turn 1, braking for turn 2. Then you've got that amazing S section where if you get one corner wrong, you get them all wrong. You go into the Dunlop curve where you've just got to be committed to get through it. And then the Degners, then the hairpin, then spoon curve, then 130R, then the chicane at the end. Like Monza, there's nothing wrong with this circuit. It's incredible. The barriers are closed, it's grass, it's gravel runoff everywhere, grass and gravel runoff. It is up there with the Silverstone, Spas and the Monzas. After Japan, so that's the end of the first Asian flyaway triple header, we go to USA and Austin. I really like this track, you know. It's a great layout. It's not too strict on the runoff. We do need to sort that runoff though at the penultimate corner out this year. I will give them that. They should put like a sausage curb or something down there to stop the drivers from going too wide, because that was a bit of a problem in the past few years. But overall, it's a great circuit. It's got great overtaking. That turn 1's tricky, especially on the first lap. You always get some kind of crunching there going on. But yeah, I really like this circuit. And then on the 31st of October, we go to Mexico. It's a good circuit. It's got one pointless corner. That turn, I've got to count the corners here, sorry. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. It's that turn 5 and 6. That turn 5, you know, that double apex turn 5. I think that's pretty pointless. I think that'd be better if they made it a hairpin, because I think you could get an overtake done round there. But overall, it's a good circuit. I like the stadium section with the fans. I think that's really cool. That's a really cool like added feature to the circuit to use the baseball stadium there. I do really like that, and I think that works really well, especially having the podium in there too. You can have all the fans there, and that's a genuine really nice place to sit and watch cars file through that tricky little section, and it puts the drivers under pressure, and you can get a lot of fans in there. So I really do like Mexico. It's just that double turn 5 that kind of not ruins it, but doesn't make it as good as it should be. And then we go to Sao Paulo. I I do quite like this circuit, you know. I like the run down Estigo de Largo, and yeah, it's a good circuit. I like that run through the last corner, that flat out for last corner. It's a really good corner because it does mean you can get overtaken into the centre S's. So yeah, again, a really good circuit. After that, it's the penultimate round of the year on the 28th of November at Saudi Arabia or Jeddah. I haven't seen the provisional circuit layout on this one yet, so I'm not going to comment too much on it. All I'm going to say is I'm really excited for a race in Saudi Arabia. I think they've been deserving a race for quite a long time. Whether it's going to be for the fans and the party atmosphere or for the racing and a great track, I don't know. Then we go to the final round in Abu Dhabi, and I'm not going to moan too much about this. It's a good way to end the season. And out of all of the tracks we go to end the season, I would choose that one. Purely because of the party atmosphere. I don't think it's a great circuit. It's got a couple of good features on it, like the turn 1 I like, standard turn 1. And then you go through turn 2 and 3. I like that first section of track. And then you've got like the braking for turn 4. And then it's kind of just a bit simple after that, really. Turn 5, hairpin, long straight. It's a Hermann Tilke style track, definitely. Then you've got that little chicane, which does provide some overtaking. We give it that. And then you kind of go through like a straight, but it's got like corners on it too that aren't really corners. I do like the end of that straight though, because if you get on that painted curb strip thing, it can spin you around. So I do like that little corner there. I think that provides some good overtaking and some tight battles. Then the next corner is a bit standard again. And then it's kind of that turn 8 Turkey style corner, which is really good. And it feeds straight into a 90-degree right-hander, so you really have to slam on the brakes. And we do see a lot of cars running wide there. Then you go on the hotel, which is really magnificent. And it really adds to the party atmosphere in Abu Dhabi, being by the harbour, that hotel lit up at night. And then it's just 90-degree corners to end the lap. Well, that's my reaction to the 2021 calendar. Let us know yours. I think this is one of the best calendars we've had in Formula 1. New circuits, really excited for it. Drop a comment below on what you think, where we should go for the TBC round. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.